Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be taking you through how to create a revision retrospective timetable on Notion. Now Notion is a great application that you can add to both your phone, computer, iPad and any other sort of Android device, which you can use to plan anything. I use it to plan my life and also studying. It's a great help and it's pretty easy to set up. So in this video I'm going to be taking you through how I set up my recent maths exam revision. So this is my Notion page and this is what I started with. So as you can see, it went a lot from what was on the right to what is on the left. And I'm going to be showing you how I actually did this. So if I go back into maths, I've just created a sort of schoolwork folder with all my subjects. Click onto maths and I'm just going to create a new page. So to do that, on your phone you can press the little add button, but on here you go /page, and this isn't sponsored by Notion by the way, but please sponsor. And I'm just going to go maths for YouTube. There we go. Let me spell right. And I'm just going to add a little icon. I'm going to match all the others and put a little plus sign. So then go down here, and what I want to do first is to create a new page, and this is going to be called like that. Let's say that. So I then go over to here, which is a table that I've been given by my school, which is not really going to help me because it's not really got enough information for me to know when to study. It's more of a prospective timetable. But I've done other videos about different timetables, so you can go check them out. This is Paul stepping in. Make sure to put a title for that table, so it should say untitled, and then just type in maths or whatever subject you're doing. It'll be easier to find when you're making a linked database. Insert the table into here, and the great thing about Notion is it already inserts it in the form of a table. I can then drag this over to make these columns a bit shorter, just to make it a bit easier for me to see. And I want to change this to rep 1, so that means repetition 1. So when I've done it once, I'm going to click that little checkbox. So I'm going to call it rep 1, and I'm going to make it a checkbox. Then I'm going to add another one and call it rep 2. And also add that as a checkbox. And bring that in real close. Then add another one and call it rep 3. So you see where I'm going with this. You can repeat it as many times as you want. I'm just going to do it 3 times. I'm also going to add a done. And I'm also going to make that a checkbox. And I'm going to slide that in. So you've already got a decent idea of what it's going to be. If I add another one, and I'm going to call it last done. Now this is quite an important one, which is really interesting. And I've done a date. And then squeeze that in. So that's to help us later on. And then I'm also going to add another thing, which is going to be a multi-select. And what I'm going to call that is how well question, and then I'm going to add in 5 options. Terrible, if I can spell right again, terrible, okay, let me delete that option, terrible, okay, bad. If I move that up there, good, amazing. And then if I can delete all them, those options are now made, so it's easier for me to just press on that and press a multi-selection, which should be okay hopefully. So it's just for me to have a multi-selection. I can then put that in as well. So that's a basic sort of table. But you don't want that. You want something that's easy to see in your phone. That's where I come back in here and I can change that also to a plus. If I go downwards and go heading / H1, I can write reps. Now this is where it gets interesting. I go / tog, and it brings in this toggle list, and I'm going to write in rep 1, and I'm going to make this colour, I'm going to make it a red colour, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to go / create linked database. So I'm going to click on Maths Year 10. So this is one that I've already done, and you see, and it looks okay. So I've got 2 ticked off already, which I've already revised. And you can see it doesn't look the nicest, so let me fix that back up again. This one doesn't have to be as nice because it's hidden, isn't it? So all nice and tidied up now. So this is where it gets interesting. I click on the 3 dots and I press properties. Because this is rep 1, I can remove rep 2 and I can remove rep 3. That doesn't delete it, it just means that it's not going to be shown on here. I then can press that again, press filter and add a filter, and then where I'm going to go to rep 1 is not done. So that means that anyone that have a tick in rep 1 is not going to show up. So as soon as I tick one of these, it will hopefully go straight into rep 2. So I go underneath and I go / create, and then I go maths, if I can spell right again, and I go properties, get rid of 1 and 3, go to filter, add a filter, where rep 2 is not there, and then I'm going to add another filter, which is where rep 1 is done. So that's a really interesting and fun way to make sure that once I've done the first rep, it goes down into the second, and so on for the rest and for the done tick and everything else. So it's quite easy to do if you follow that. If I then go down again and go H1 again, I can go needs review. So this makes it really easy for me to create a linked database, search in maths, and then go there, go into filter, add a filter, where the date is 1 month ago. So this is where, once a date is a month ago and I've not revised it for a month, it'll show up in there and I go, oh, okay, so I need to revise this. Another great thing is under this, I can go H1 again, and I can go struggled. Create another linked database, search for it in the way of going maths, and then I go there, filter, add a filter, where how did you find it contains okay, add a filter, bad, add a filter, terrible. So this will only show ones that I didn't find too easy. So say if I go into here, actually no, I need to go back into this, back into the filter and change that to all, so it doesn't include all of them. So I found this one okay, didn't find it too easy, so it goes straight into here so I can see what I struggle with so I can revise that more. That is what makes it a retrospective. You're looking back on what you struggled with instead of looking forward and predicting what you're going to struggle with. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and if you found it enjoyable, then please like and subscribe. If it helped you, please tell me in the comments down below. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments and I'll reply when I can. Many thanks, Paul.